There's a famous saying by an unknown street philosopher that goes like this: haters gonna hate. Haters get mad when they see you winning, shining, thriving, and they get especially mad when they lose. Some haters' hate is so strong, so full of vitriol that its legacy stands the test of time, and it makes it all the way into the present. Now that type of hater is a hater you should know about. Ever heard of Denmark Groover Jr.? Well, this hater was a state representative in the great state of Georgia. Now, Georgia, as you know, is in the middle of a very important runoff election between Senator Raphael Warnock and former football star Herschel Walker.
We don't have no more time. We don't have no more time. What they've done to this country in 2 short years, we give them any more time, we won't recognize America again.
This race is about competence, and it's about character. And when it comes to that, the choice could not be more clear between me and Herschel Walker.
It's a race that is so important, so critical, so crucial that it could determine whether Democrats will actually be able to get things done in the Senate without Joe Manchin or Kyrsten Sinema having overwhelming power to block their own party. See, if it wasn't for Denmark Groover Jr., Raphael Warnock would already be the senator of Georgia again with his 49.4% of the vote, beating out Herschel Walker's 48.5%. But no. It was Groover who actually came up with the idea of the runoff election in Georgia. You see, Groover was a segregationist who did not like the idea of black folks voting. It was black folks coming out to vote in 1958 that cost him his first election attempt, what he called the Negro voting bloc. So by instituting a runoff election, it would mean black voters would have to come out again to vote a second time for a candidate just to make sure that they won. Groover was counting on us not doing that for a variety of reasons, and whatever they were, it added a hurdle for black voters, one that white voters could more easily rally around. And of course, their history of access to voting made it easier for them to get out. And it's not just about race, of course, it's about class too. Runoff elections make it harder for the poor. If you have to work or you don't have a ride, whatever the case, it creates a disadvantage. Haters are so crafty. Although 1958 wasn't that long ago, my dad was born in 1957, today we know the racist roots of runoffs and can organize around them. If you remember, Raphael Warnock won a runoff in 2021 against the Trump-supporting Senator Kelly Loeffler, making him the first black senator from Georgia. That was history in 2021. But this election, the runoff early voting time has been cut down from 9 weeks to 4 weeks due to Georgia's new Republican-sponsored voting law. And the Secretary of State's office says you can't vote the Saturday after a holiday. That means losing another day during this runoff. It's why Raphael Warnock's campaign is part of a group suing the state of Georgia over this. And now, thanks to new Georgia voting rules, only people who voted in the midterms can come back for the runoff. So if you missed it this time, now you know better for next. Look, it's not impossible to win, even in circumstances grounded in hate. The key is just knowing what you're up against, that people are counting you out. And that's when, boom, every lesson you've learned about channeling your power, you apply. You spread the word, you help others do the same, and most importantly, you show up. The larger lesson here applies to all of us, even if you don't live in Georgia. No matter how much a hater hates, you can still win. And that's the point. Thank you so much for being with us. As always, we hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time on theGrio Weekly.